So we've been talking about this for a long time, and I feel like we just haven't really gotten started because we keep doubting ourselves. We're not 100% sure of how to go about doing this. So we've done some research and talked to a few people, and today we are going to attempt to get the siding started on the back of this house, because in 3 days they're coming to put the water heater on the side of the house and hook up our propane. And so we have to have this done. Now, it wouldn't seem like, oh, 3 days is plenty of time, except for Craig has to work the next 2 days, and then the day they're coming is the following day, that morning. So we have today to get this on, enough for them to put the tank and the propane tank and then the water heater tank on the house. So let me show you where it's going. You can see we have the power line for the power and the incoming cold water and what will be the outgoing hot water into the house. We have those lines here, and then the propane tank will actually go right down here beside this, well, not under the window, kind of beside the window in this area. So we need to at least, our goal is to at least get all the metal on to the window, and we really would like to maybe even get to the end. And the reason for that is that if they get here and they decide they want to put it somewhere different, then we'll already have that taken care of. Now our plan is for this to be where our mini split's going, which is why you see the wire here. This is an exterior outlet on the back of the house, which is required by code. And so there's a few things we'll have to cut out along the way back here. And just depending on how this the part that we're most worried about is the base trim that goes right here. So this is kind of a piece that we have on already that comes down and covers the plywood to help with bugs and insects and stuff. And we still got to put a little bead of caulk back there. But the piece that we had put on top of this is the base trim, and that's the part we're a little nervous about. We just want it to be level, because if that's not level, then all of the metal won't be level. And because this is vertical trim, we don't want our house looking tilted. So here comes the metal. We're gonna get started and see what happens.
That hole is perfect.
So you want it right on the black line?
Sure. What was it, 21?
21.
21.
40. 59. So the reason that we're pre-drilling our holes is so that when we put the siding up on the house, all of the screws should be level across, so it doesn't look like a hodgepodge of screws all over the place. At least that's our hope. I can't.
See the blue hole. How about them apples?
It's not under the J channel.
Oh, crud balls.
Let me see before we look. Can you just kind of get, there you go.
Why is it doing that?
Is it on the stuff right?
Oh, took my drill.
Oh, it was catching on the...
What am I right there?
This is really exciting that these fit through here though. Now we have the little spigot line, and what was the other one? Oh, the power, the wire for the water heater is inside, so I've got to go inside and drill those out. What we did here was we just unscrewed where we had this attached. Here we unscrewed it and pulled it back so that we can now hopefully drill through there and put this through. All right, you ready? Yeah. Do you want to kind of push against it? See where I'm pushing? You want to kind of put your hand above or below or something? No. Well, okay.
All right, I can put it above it.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
How'd that do? Good. Then I can screw it back up. I can then screw it back up after you trim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're cooking the gas.
Look good?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to...
Just pull it while you put the screws back in it?
Yeah, but hold on, you gotta relax it some. I gotta switch out the bit.
There.
So this one's not really touching it.
No, well, it's not electric either.
Right, and then once we put the spigot on there too, then we can just spray foam around here.
All right.
I just drilled the hole for the power, and this is for our tankless water heater. So I drilled the hole through. He's just gonna clean it up on the outside and then put like the little things that you use for wire going into like the electric boxes. So it's like a little black cover thing so that the wire doesn't get cut being in that hole right there. How's it look on the outside?
I would call it a bushing.
You think that little black piece is a bushing? Yeah, there you go. All right, you want me to try to slide the wire through it? This is the top.
We can stick the top in.
Yep.
If this was black.
It'll be hot. It's not over on the lip. Is that where I'm hitting wrong? Or can't slide in
push
here
the
because
top
of
in.
this.
You have to push the top in.
Because we don't have the J trim on here yet. It's gonna sit in the J trim.
Have we got to cut more out of that?
No, but I think, remember the J trim sits right up against this.
There's no way.
Yes, it does. Look at all the other trim.
No, remember he put it behind it? That's why he cut that round part. He slipped it behind it. You don't want this gray over top of the white.
No, I know. But look, for one thing, the J is going to sit on top of it. This will be in the J if the J is here.
Right. But it's still too tall.
Alright, I'm going to say this one more time. I think the J needs to go on first because there's no way the J is going to slip under this.
You're right. Now,
I think
we
I
need
got
to
that on
trim.
camera. You what did you say? Could you say just say it a little bit louder? You said I was right.
You are right.
I know.
I don't know why he did it afterwards. But I think we're going to have to trim another 1/4 inch off of that. And then it'll slide on in there fine.
You know, summer is my absolute favorite season, but we've got some hot days right now. We worked all day and we figured out the siding. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. There's the half that's not finished. Here's the half that is, and I am so excited. This is where the water heater will go. Right down there is where the propane tank will go. So everything is good and ready for Tuesday. So that means we've got another project we can work on in the evenings. We can keep putting siding on the rest of the house, the back, and then start working our way around. And so that will be one more thing done, but it makes it look really, really finished. I love it. I love that we did the white. I like that we went with the vertical. And I'm really happy with the metal. Once we got into the swing of things and figured out what we were doing, it went on really quickly. We're just having to trim, trim where we need to take off excess for the height, and then cutting out the holes for like the lines and stuff. And then we had to figure out the J trim around this window, which we're still not really happy with. So this is the J trim going around the window. We don't love it, and maybe it's us. Maybe the other windows will look better. We'll just have to wait and see, because as you learn as you go and you perfect it and things get better all along, you also speed up. Like, it should not take us all day to get half the back done. From now on, we should be able to speed through it a little bit more now that we're kind of figuring out what we're doing. So thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to keep you posted and let you see when we get that water heater installed on Tuesday and the propane tank. And they'll also run the line because we're going to have a gas range inside. So stay tuned. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, so you can keep watching our off-grid home build. Let me get away from the tractor. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be reminded when, oh, I just took a picture. So you'll be reminded when we post a video. So we'll see y'all next time right here at Cram Farms. You're trying to run me over.
Can you shut the doors?